from? Where are you going to stand?
Yes, I do.
So you want to slide this down a little bit?
I'll just stay away, otherwise I'll be on their telecast.
All right, good evening. Welcome to Hockey Night in Edina here. We've got Edina White versus Minnetonka Blue. We're in the South Rink. I've got Ephraim Berman on the call with me, and Chris Dorsey's doing the color. And we just finished warm-ups, and we're just about to get started, and I'm going to turn this over here.
Good evening, everyone. We are here in Braemar South. Looks like they're trying to get the game underway a little bit earlier today than they have in the past, so hopefully we'll get ourselves a little bit longer of a third period, but I think we're still going to end up a little bit short. Boys sporting their whites today with the green and gold trim, skating from left to right on your iPhones. Zach is in nets today. And we are playing Minnetonka Blue. Minnetonka sporting two different teams this year, as they traditionally do at these levels. A couple of these kids are going to start to be familiar for those of you who've watched in the past. I believe number 37, Baskin, actually played in Edina last year, if I remember correctly. And a couple of other players, like the goalie, was up as part of the Squirt A's teams that some of our boys played against. So here we are on the way. Puck comes back to Hughes, who chips it up the side wall, and Gorski goes after it. He out-hustles number 10 to the puck, and they jostle for it. Puck comes back to Hughes at the point. Hughes winds, fires through a leg. Sigstad tried to direct it in front, but Minnetonka turns it over, and that's Baskin, who circles back for the boys in blue. Here comes Taft, turns it over, and Gorski dumps it in deep, and Edina goes for a quick change for at least half their lines. Push up the far side. Gorski meets his man. Nice job. Sandberg down there, down low. Puck rolls back to the point where Prang picks it up. Takes a shot off the foot of a defender, and we could see numbers coming back for Minnetonka. Good back check there by Olsen. Forces men to dump it in deep, and Minnetonka goes for a change. Ben Prag on the puck. Head on a swivel. Tries to float it high, but it goes over the stick of Gorski, and that should be an icing. And it is. I'm here with Chris Dorsey on the call this afternoon. Chris, thoughts?
Well, Edina's riding high off the energy from a convincing win against the other Edina B1 team on Thursday night, where we were down 2 goals and ended up with a 5-2 result. So we'll see if we can translate some of that energy to this game and keep that momentum rolling for the Gobbler tournament next week.
Bancroft wins the puck, or wins the draw, excuse me. The puck goes into the corner, into that dreaded Zamboni door. Prague's pass goes off the leg of Bancroft, but he stays with it, gets a quick shot off the blocker of the goalie. You'll notice Corona, their goalie, is definitely larger than our goalies. Probably bigger than Rose even. Puck goes behind the net where Nash Olsen picks it up. He stops, cuts back, stays on it. Kelly there to support for a moment, but big number 25 puts it up the sideboards. Banks gives up his defensive zone, steps in, and number 16 for the boys in blue, able to come away with it, but Prang cuts him off as he cuts across our blue line. He gets tripped up. Ref too busy with his hands in the pocket to make a call, and Nash now is going to come down the right-hand side. He's got Bancroft on a 2-on-3. They roll to the middle, and number 13 almost guides that into his own net, but it comes back to neutral ice. House wisely chips it up. Nash has got room up the middle if he wants it. He finds Sprague. Nice job. Sprague can split the D. It's on his back. A nice pass over to Bancroft, and it handcuffs him. Great puck movement there by the boys. No shot attempt, but if they keep doing that, they're going to get some goals. Good step up there by Wyatt Smith, and he's half a step off. Lundqvist tries to keep it in, does momentarily. Bounces off the back of the ref, but stays in play. Wyatt Smith dipsy doodles his way and then tries to float it into the zone. Whiffs on it, but it goes in the general direction he wanted it to anyway. Puck comes back, goes off house right to Minnetonka, and here comes 13 down the left-hand side. He's got a man cross ice, and he finds him in the slot, and that is a offside. That's not sure physically possible, but they called it offside, so we're not going to say no.
We're not, and I can't wait to test this goalie. He has some very interesting side-to-side moves, and I think we're going to get a lot of rebounds because he's just letting them bounce off his pads.
Big number 17 puts it in deep on the stick of Anders Mizzle. Anders chips it up the boards to Sprague, who gets it up the middle, where Dorsey and Smith come together. Smith comes around away with the puck, and he goes down on one knee and rolls it behind the boards. No real urgency on the forecheck here by Edina, allowing Minnetonka to pick up the puck and bring it back to the blue line. Chipped right down low, Sprague chips it deeper, and number 11 for blue comes up with it. They puts it off the sideboards, and number 30 collects it beautifully. Nice lead pass there, good back check by Sprague though. Hughes loses his stick, and they stay with it. I'm not sure what everyone's screaming about.
Oh, they're yelling at the clock.
Start
the clock,
Start
guys.
the clock! Dave!
Clock.
All right, looks like we're gonna have a really short third period today. All right, Minnetonka, now that we've sorted out the whole clock issue, comes away with a breakdown low, shot off the belly of Zach. He covers up the rebound for a moment, squirts out, and Sonberg gets it out. It squirts underneath the fallen Minnetonka player. Nice pass up to Gorski, who steps the middle, shot, glove, nice save, as Sigstad was there waiting for a rebound.
Just a slight issue with the clock. Normally very competent people down there running it from the Edina side, and we'll just have to make fun of them after the game.
Gorski wins the draw over to Sandberg. He chips it by the pressing winger. Minnetonka's defender, number 25, has it behind the net. He flips it up the middle. Good job by Lundqvist to knock it down, but Stickstein takes it away. Bora, long shot off the glove of Zach. I think he thought he had it in his glove. Thankfully, it stayed next to him and didn't squirt by. Sandberg now on the sideboards, rolls it through one defender, and the second one's on it. He gets it back to the side, but Sandberg runs into his man. Nice play, and Minnetonka is forced to regroup. Tonka goes off the backboards. Gorski's going to try and step up and pick that off, and he does. Nice job. He tries to chip it behind the defender. He does again. Now he's got room with House. He brings it back to the near side. He circles, looks for space, tries to create it on his own, cuts back to the middle, goes near side, short side. Good save there. And Minnetonka gets the blue line, and it squirts underneath the stick of Lundqvist. House, first man back. If he goes around the net, he's going to have some room. Oh, he stops, but turns it over. Nice attempt there by House. House goes up the sidewall, step up there by 13, but Gorski wisely chips it by him. Now Minnetonka's got a break. Edina was on a change. 13 cuts back across the middle. He gets taken down by Kelly on the back check, and he's going to find himself in the box for hooking once Edina touches the puck. Puck squirts free, and now Edina gets it.
Yeah, it looked like, I think it was Kelly. Kelly had to mug him. That was his last option.
He did, in fact. Well, thankfully he didn't go for a penalty shot, but good call there by the ref. 8:48 left to go. The clock has officially appropriately stopped. Face off to Zach's left. Some last minute coaching by the Edina coaches as Banks and it looks like Hughes come out on the back end. Got Nolson and Bancroft up front. Puck comes back. Minnetonka tries to roll it to one defender. They go D to D. Low shot tip. Nice play there by Banks to careen that into the corner. Wraparound attempt. Zach shuts the door and falls on the rebound. Puck is still free though on the side of the net. Good job by Zach. Lateral movement, not allowing that wraparound attempt. But Minnetonka regroups. Good job by Bancroft though to strip the winger, and he's going to try and skate this down into the Minnetonka zone. He cuts wide. Saw the open far side. He was available. The only problem though is Nash Olsen lost an edge, and that's going to turn into an odd man rush the other way. Ooh, Banks takes down his man. No call, and then a slash, and Minnetonka is going to take the retaliation penalty. No call is...
That's interesting. I would have given the first call.
Well, they probably should have gotten both, but it was definitely a slash, but they should have probably called the first one. You know, they might have called the fact that Banks got underneath his stick and they were leaning on each other, but no. You know, the ref just skated by to explain to the Minnetonka player what was up, which is a really nice play. We are joined here by the Little Burmans. Well, coming to watch the game. Face off deep in Minnetonka zone. Puck comes back where Anders Mizzle puts it in deep. Boys are 4-on-4 for the next 40 seconds. That clearing attempt goes off the stick of Wyatt Smith, but number 17, Cannon, able to get it out of the zone. Anders brings it over to Smith. Smith, who does love open ice, he's going to have lots of it here on the 4-on-4. He comes down the right-hand side, floats it short side. That goes off the end boards. Dorsey goes to get it. Minnetonka reverses direction. Smith has got room at the point. He brings it back to Hughes. Hughes goes back to Smith. Smith tries to catch it on the back end. He's got room behind the net. Let's see if he finds Mizzle at the point. He does. Can we go cross D to D? That shot is there, available. Oh, Dorsey puts it just wide. Nice play there to find Dorsey, who had created some space down low. Now Edina back to even strength. That puck is dumped in. Zach leaves it over for Hughes. Hughes goes up over to Sprague. Here comes Nick Sprague down the right-hand side. Dumps it in with 27 seconds left to go in the man advantage. Sigstad ships it onto the backside of the net for a moment. Minnetonka able to peel it off. That puck comes back to Banks, who tips it. Good tip there by Sigstad, and that just floats over the net. 13 seconds left to go as Minnetonka puts it down the ice for an icing with 7 seconds left to go in the man advantage.
Edina with puck possession are playing a dump and chase game, and I think if we just hold on to that and do a setup, we're going to see some results.
Good end-to-end action so far here in the first period. Sprague keeps it in for a second, but put it off the backside of number 18. He stays with it, goes up to Gorski. Gorski, who cuts to the near side. He looks, goes back, and tried to find Sigstad, who had just skated outside the reach of the puck, and now Minnetonka is coming back the other way. They have a man off the bench. That puck hit him in the backhand, but they lose it, and Banks gets it up to Gorski. Gorski down the right-hand side, flips it into the zone. Our forechecks, Chris, haven't been overly potent this evening. We get it in deep, and then we sort of watch it as Minnetonka recovers. Gorski breaks up that pass. He flips it into the Minnetonka zone, and Sigstad goes to get it. Minnetonka up the boards. Nice job by by House to step into the middle. Good little toe drag. He's got room at the point. Good play there by the Minnetonka player to eliminate House and separate him from the puck. Good job by House to keep it in the zone, and here's Sigstad. Sigstad rolls into the middle. Oh, he had Kelly. Nice try and good play by the defender. Almost put it in his own net, but able to float it over the net. Minnetonka picks it up at the blue line, tries and get it out. Bancroft, good pass up to House. House leads the rush down the right-hand side. House, who had a great game last time, goes through the legs of number 12, a little 12-on-12 action, and Bancroft goes to back up to his forward position as House steps back, and that one floats down the ice for an icing.
Certainly some opportunities there, but I think I agree with what you're talking about. A lot of admiring our handiwork of dumping it in and not really chasing after it.
Also, why are you calling Zach by his fifth and all of the energy by last name?
Hughes puts it deep into the corner. Tessa wants to know why we call Zach and not Berman. We can call him Berman. Bancroft shoots. Good shot. Just misses the inside corner. Olsen turns back. He's got room. He finds Bancroft. Kelly in front. Shot. Scores! What a shot! Bancroft waited for the goalie to set, found his open side, and beat him just underneath the blocker inside the post.
You could just see that play developing. That was just fantastic.
Probably gonna happen one day.
I don't know, Tessa, as a new goalie, what do you think the goalie could have done on that to stop that shot?
Got up back again and just saved it with his glove.
You think he should have saved it with his glove? Yeah. But he missed, and we're up 1-0. What do you think about that? Mm-hmm. We got a shoulder shrug. Lead pass up to Wyatt Smith. Wyatt comes down the right side. If you'll notice, this goalie is giving up the short sides pretty frequently. Not an uncommon thing for goalies of this age who are set. Wyatt Smith deflects that just into the leg. Good save there by the Minnetonka goalie. But let's see if Edina can take advantage of him overcompensating to his glove side and leaving the blocker side open.
Yeah, like I said before, I think we need to test this goalie.
Dorsey tied up on the draw. Minnetonka comes away with it. 4:35 left to go here in the first period. Taft from Minnetonka. Good lead pass, but outside the reach of everyone. Zach steers it into the corner. Berman steers it into the corner. That puck comes out into the high slot, and Wyatt Smith comes away. This is a 2-on-2, could be a 3-on-3. Wyatt Smith looks. Again, we've got low blocker side open. Smith lifted his head and the puck rolled off. Oh, Smith has got to be careful to keep that stick down or he's going to find himself in the box for cross-checking. Shoulders up, sticks down. Good chip by number 17 and great back check there by Sprague. Minnetonka floats it to the middle. Puck rolls towards Zach. He stops both the Minnetonka player and the puck. I know, I called him Zach. And looks like we've got a high stick on somebody. Looks like Banks is going to go. I think he's as shocked as everybody for a high sticking.
Yeah, I missed that one. I didn't even see it.
Well, again, this is the second time the ref has done a good job of explaining to the player what's going on. I really appreciate that for a couple reasons. One, they are all still learning. And two, it sort of lowers the energy level as opposed to being upset and frustrated. The kids understand what's going on. Face-offs to Zach's right. We're trying to struggle through some scoreboard issues here. Looks like we've put his number in the penalty space instead of the time. There we go. We're good. Disregard the first 14 seconds. The 130 is the one that matters. Minnetonka has control of the puck in the corner. They circle back to collect it. 25. Gorski gives him some space. It comes back to the point. Line fired. Zach sees it the whole way. Off his stick, off his body. Now comes back to the far side. That shot is blocked and corralled by House. House tries to go up the middle, but it's picked off by Minnetonka. Minnetonka, good low shot. Zach, shortstop picks it up, and Berman holds on.
Hot glove by Zach. Yeah, we know that House loves that stick handle, but sometimes that's a dangerous option when you're in front of your own net.
Face off to Berman's right. Sigstad gets underneath the Minnetonka player, bringing the puck back, but only to the point. Kirk from Minnetonka shoots off the legs of Sigstad. Nice job, and that comes out into neutral ice. Sigstad, who's been one of our better forecheckers all year long, has done a great job of creating turnovers. That puck comes to the blue line, and Kelly gets it through one player, but not a second, and Minnetonka happy to hoist it into the zone where Hughes goes to collect it. Hughes chips it by one player. Sigstad, as the Minnetonka player fell, Kelly had a lead pass go off his stick, but he stays with it, and the puck comes back to Anders. Mizzle inside his own blue line. That's going to be a turnover, though. 13 for blue, floats it to the high crease. Nice stick there by Hughes to knock that away. Sigstad gives all of himself on that one and gets the puck out of the zone. Minnetonka putting on some pressure here as the first period nears its close. Mizzle goes up the sideboards, nobody home for Edina, and that puck rolls into the slot upstairs and sits on top of the net. We were 12 inches away from a goal. Edina, forgetting that the penalty is over, decided to give the other team a longer than needed power play. Thankfully, they go for a change as that puck was in our zone, or their zone. Puck comes all the way back to Edina's zone. Icing is waved off as Hughes collects it. He goes up to Nick Sprague. Sprague goes for the far side, just makes it to Bancroft. Bancroft just out of the reach of Olsen. Story of the game today. Passes just outside the reach, but Olsen, good job to strip it from the Minnetonka defender. Minnetonka now has got room up the middle if they want it. Good pass. I haven't seen sauce like that since my daughter's applesauce. They step inside. Oh, and Zach holds his ground.
Shut the door, Zach.
Great breakout pass as the Minnetonka winger cut through the middle, but Zach gave him nothing to shoot at and absorbed the rebound.
Good flow by both teams, especially through the neutral zone. Just finding the headman and rocketing it forward.
All right, Edina once again going to clog the middle on these in-zone entries. 7 for blue, has lots of time and room. He cuts across the middle, rolls it to the slot, doesn't become a shot. Bancroft's stick is tied up. He circles deeper into the zone, and now it's on the stick of House. House goes behind the net. Another turnover. This is a dangerous play here by Edina. Dernière minute de jeu dans la première période. Last minute play here in the first period. Puck comes back and thankfully underneath the stick of Minnetonka. No icing here as that was a pass back. Olsen again putting pressure. See if we can create a bit of a turnover. Minnetonka goes behind their net and rings it around the boards. They float it to the open wing. Nobody home there but House. House, who loves to lead a rush. He looks up off the leg of the Minnetonka player. Thankfully goes over to Bancroft. That puck is chipped from Kelly over Olsen. Olsen cuts the middle, leaves it there for House. House steps around the defender, shoots into the body of the big goalie. That's chipped towards the net, and nothing further as the boys bang around inside the crease. 26.3 seconds left to go here in the first.
Good momentum here as we end the period. Do we know if Minnetonka is stacking one team versus the other, or are they both equal?
I don't know. Banks lets a good shot go. I was sort of hoping that would hit Sprague and bounce in. Prang kept it in, lost his balance, gets back on his feet, and that's going to go for icing as Dorsey couldn't get out of the zone. Good job by Prang to recover on that one as he'd lost his footing. 13.2 to go here. We're going to really test the clockwork as we're inside 20 seconds. Sprague on the puck. Happy to roll it in deep. 4 seconds left to go. Good job by Dorsey to make sure that Minnetonka can't come away with it, and that'll end it for the period. Good play here by both sides, with Edina coming out with a 1-0 lead as the first period comes to a close.
Yeah, I think the advantage goes to Edina, especially with our work on the blue line, stopping pretty much all their headman pucks. Very impressive, and we look to carry that momentum into the second period.
After a successful trapper-on-trapper handshake, the goalies are in their respective nets. Edina now skating from right to left in their whites. Puck comes back to Banks, who lays it up to Sigstad. Nice touch pass. Sigstad, I will say intentionally faked that shot, but I think he just missed it. Prang keeps it in for a second. Minnetonka tries to get it back, and now he's got numbers. Banks doesn't see the puck. He gets taken down, and now... Oh, Minnetonka knocked the stick out of Banks' hand, and they're going to go for a hooking call. Banks did not see that play develop at all, and Edina definitely got the benefit of a bit of a questionable call on that one. I don't know. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of unhappy Minnetonka parents after that call.
Was that a hooking call? I didn't see it.
They called it hooking. I guess it could have been slashing, but I think it should have been a no call. Face off in Minnetonka zone. Banks, the recipient of the slash, gets the shot in, but not deep. And now Minnetonka is going to come away on what could be a 2-on-1. Bancroft skates back hard, and if he can pick up the open man, as Minnetonka dumps it in, Bancroft, leaves it behind him. We got an open shot coming upstairs and off Zach's shoulder. Turnover there. And Zach was down on his knees, and that beat him off the top of his shoulder into the net.
Just a little misplay on their turnover, and Minnetonka gets a shorthanded goal.
All right, well, all tied up here. You got this, Zach. Dorsey on the draw. Puck comes through the legs of Wyatt Smith. Brings it back to House, but again, it comes back into our zone. Zach and House, a little miscommunication. Quick pass in front. Thankfully, past the stick of the Minnetonka player. Now Smith leads the rush. He comes down the left-hand side. He puts his shoulder down. Number 7 in blue stays with him. Smith cuts back, and he's got room in the corner. He cuts back the other way. No support, but we've got 3 blue players. That should leave a lot of space open. We need some support there from the boys in white. Dorsey comes away with it, flips it over the net, and goes into the far corner. Number 13 flips it to the blue line and out. That's going to go for icing, and with about 30 seconds left in this penalty, we'll have a face-off deep into the zone. Well, a couple unnecessary turnovers led to that goal for sure, but let's see if we can turn it back on and reestablish a lead here. Dorsey out there with Sprague and Smith. They stick battle for the puck. Dorsey comes away with it for a moment. Now Sprague shoots. Oh, good save there by the goalie. And he holds on. I believe it's Corona is his name. Sporting the Ken Dryden 29. Although it's more of a Felix Potvin 29 in the blue and white of the Leafs, maybe. Dorsey wins this draw. He gets tangled up, though, with the Minnetonka player, and his only play is to get it deep into the corner, which he does. He goes up the boards. Hughes steps up. He keeps it in for a moment, but Minnetonka recovers and puts it out to neutral ice. Hughes over to Mizzle. Anders Mizzle chips it up to Smith. Smith chips it nicely to Dorsey. That, my friends, is how you run a breakout. Dorsey goes down the side. Again, 3 blue players come together, so there's got to be room somewhere. We got to find that outlet pass. We're back to even strength now as the puck comes out to neutral ice. 17 for blue. Puts it in deep. 10:50 left to go here in the second. Good job by Anders. He goes off the stanchion, though. Chipped out, and now we've got numbers coming back. Sprague comes down the left-hand side as Dorsey skates hard to the net. He's got a shot, puts it off the glove of the goalie, and he catches the falling rebound.
Definitely some opportunities there. I like your call on that open ice. If they got 3 guys on the puck, there's got to be room for them to squirt out.
At the same time, if they do have 3 on one of our guys, we need a second player to provide a little support and then chip it into that open winger. Bancroft sees the puck come to the near side boards. Good job. Oh, bounces over the stick, and here comes Minnetonka on a rush. They knock it off the stick of Lundqvist. It goes all the way down. Pass comes into the crease and shot wide. Chipped out there where Olsen picks it out. Olsen comes down the right-hand side. Kelly goes to the net. That puck goes high. Bancroft tries to collect it. Chips it back to Lundqvist to the point. Lundqvist turns, fires. That puck gets tipped twice. Ultimately goes over the net. Olsen collects it, turns, tried to fire. Knocked aside by the grouping of 3 boys in blue. It's often where we see them. Good job by Olsen to pressure his man, but 17 able to step around house and get it out of the zone. Lundqvist turns, rolls it softly to Bancroft, who puts it hard off the stick of Kelly, and it goes off the heel. We've got a lot of blue players at the wrong end of the ice. That long shot, Zach puts it off his stick, but I think he deflected off the post, thankfully. House, cautiously, patiently, goes up the sideboards over to Kelly. Kelly unable to get it out of the zone. He's going to have a second chance at it. Markowitz for blue keeps it in. 2-on-2 as the boys battle now. Minnetonka brings in some reinforcements. 3 boys in blue, 3 boys in white. The puck sits down under Kelly. Minnetonka comes away with the puck in the slot. Cleared away for a moment, and Olsen gets it into the corner as Lundqvist ends up on his knees. Nice job there by House to intercept that pass, and it comes to the blue line and out. Edina relieving the pressure. Blue stays on. Oh, they don't. I thought they stayed onside. That looked like it could have been onside.
Yeah, that was a good
debatable call there.
20-second scrum right in front of us where it was 3 boys and 3 boys just hacking away.
Face off at center ice where that pass went for the offside. Banks put it off the board trying to find Sigstad on that touch pass again. This time he goes the other way. Good hard pass this time. Banks using all different kinds of speed like a good pitcher. Gets it to Gorski, who tries to go around the defenseman. He loses it, and 17 takes it up over to 13 in blue. 13 ships it past Prang, and that's going to be no icing. Banks goes around the wall to Sigstad, but good dodge to pick
catch.
that up. I thought that was going to be out of his reach. A nice chip over to Gorski. He's got Sandberg cutting to the net. Shot upstairs and over the net there. Prague keeps it in. Good job by Sigstad. He lets a low shot go from the point. Sticked aside there by Markowitz, number 11. Gorski keeps it in deep, and Sandberg goes to get it. Nice job by number 11 again, who gets underneath. The boys are falling down in the Zamboni corner. I do hate it. Number 27 for Blue cuts down the near side. Chip by. Let's see if Banks can beat his man to it. He does. For a moment, the puck stays there, though. Sticks get tied up, and Sandberg is going to have to hustle to get it out of the zone. Minnetonka clears it for him. Sandberg puts it behind Dorsey and ultimately onto the stick of the Minnetonka defender. Minnetonka with a couple fresh legs on. They dump it in deep and finish their line change. Ben Prague circles behind the net with 7:35 left to go here in the second. Dangerous pass up the middle. Thankfully, it hit Dorsey's stick and nobody else's. Minnetonka also dangerous pass as they floated over the stick of Nick Sprague, who is charging up center ice. Banks takes a little bit of a circuitous route to the puck, and as a result sees the Minnetonka forechecker get tangled up with him. Dorsey tries to come away, but a quick shot there by Minnetonka, and Zach absorbs it, not allowing anything to come of the rebound.
A little bit of a mid-game lull in our breakout strategy. I think we tried to make some purposeful and intentful passes.
All right, Edina once again, you'll notice clog in the middle. Mizzle goes behind his net to Hughes. Hughes goes back that way, but this time there's a Minnetonka player there who rolls it to the slot. Nobody home but Dorsey. He knocks it over to Sprague, who leads the rush. Good job by Smith to give him a target. And now Smith cuts through. He's got the low. He had the glove side available and missed it just wide. Nice try. Minnetonka gets it up the sideboards and out. Hughes looking, surveying. Notice the D-to-D play not available, so wisely dumps it into the far corner. Minnetonka puts it across ice, off to the stick of number 14. Hughes goes to get it as Minnetonka goes for a change. You got Sprague up the far side. The puck is going to come to him. He chips it up to the middle where Smith sees it for a moment, but it's knocked off his stick. Dorsey putting pressure on the defender, and Sprague comes in to clean up the mess and put it back into the Minnetonka zone. Good lead pass there by Minnetonka. They stay on side. Shot from far off the leg of Hughes, and Edina collapses around the puck with Smith coming away with it. He floats it to neutral ice. It bounces over the stick of number 7. He's looking off the boards. If he does that, I think Mizzle might get there first. He holds up. Not a bad play, as he thought the forechecker would get there first. Now here goes Bancroft. Collects the stick of a defender, but holds on to the puck. Wines fires. And this goes off, I think, the goalie and into the netting. It decides to hang out just above the glass, and that'll go for a whistle.
Wait, did it go over
We need a
the
puck.
fence?
The ref, there we go. Ref using some of the Minnetonka lumber with the assist of a fan to get the puck back into gameplay. 5:45 left, quick drop here. Puck comes back to Lundqvist. He keeps it in. Goes around the end boards. Olsen should be there first. Minnetonka pressures him, force a turnover. Puck squirted out in front, but Bancroft had gone over to assist Olsen. Nobody home. House has it back into his own zone. He cuts back, runs into number 12. They jostle, and House definitely threw a right.
Yeah, I think he threw a right jab on that one.
House gets it again. Let's see, these 12 are going to come together again. Now there's a quick pass in front. Goes through the crease. Lundqvist chips it by the forechecker. Turnover, though, in the high slot as Minnetonka puts it off the leg of Kelly. And House gets it. He goes off the boards to Olsen. Olsen going to try and beat the defender wide. He loses it, and now Minnetonka is going to come back on a 2-on-2. Minnetonka looks a little tired, but they've got lots of room as House is back. Chip pass over to Zach. Number 44, and they beat Zach as he was moving to his left, and the shot went to the right.
Tough break for Edina. Yeah, tough break for Edina there. Just a little bit of a lackadaisical back check, from the forwards. We're going to have to regroup, pick this one up. 4:42 left in the second period, down 1.
Gorski on the draw, wins it back. Minnetonka goes D to D. Minnetonka cuts across the blue line. That's puck is directed into the corner by Zach. Chipped up the wall, and Edina could have numbers. Good lead pass to Stefan. Stefan gonna try and beat his man. He stays onside. Stefan, good lead pass, and Gorski, what a pass! Great pass back door, and I believe it was Gorski who put that home on an incredible feed by Stefan Sandberg.
Classic, unselfish hockey right there. Beautiful pass.
Ryder to make it 2-2. Well, maybe that's the boost they need. Great rush there by Sandberg. Great breakout by Edina. Sigstad comes down the other side, rolls it behind the net. Sandberg puts it back the first side. Sigstad has it, gets it back to Gorski. Gorski with time, shoots, elevates. Oh, good glove save there by Corona to keep it a 2-all game.
Gorski has just been money the last 2 games, coming off his injury.
I have to say the boys are definitely patient in the slot. They're taking their time with the puck. Now Dorsey on the draw. Minnetonka wins that. Smith ties up his man, and Sprague comes in to support. That puck comes to the blue line and out. Hughes over to Mizzelt, who chips it in. Minnetonka happy to regain control, and they lead the rush the other way. They clear it to the opposite end of the ice, or the opposing side of the ice, excuse me. And now Dorsey circles back. Dorsey goes around their player and our player, kicks it back to himself, over to Sprague, back to Dorsey, and they lose it. Now Sprague, it's a shot go from far. Steered into the corner by the right paddle of Corona, the goalie. Chipped in behind the net. Paddled aside there. Minnetonka pressuring to get it out. Good job by Sprague for a moment, but here comes Minnetonka with 3 minutes left to go in the second. Good back check by Dorsey, disrupts that rush. And Hughes comes away with the puck. Good pass up to Smith, who finds Sprague in full stride. Sprague's got room around the outside. He tries to beat his man, but tried to use one hand and lost the puck. Mizzelt controls the clear out. He steps inside. Nice move. Room. Shoot. Good save. Nice aggressive goaltending there by Corona. Comes back. House Wines fires. And I think he missed by 1.5 miles north of the net there. Minnetonka comes across the line with a little assisted potential hook by Smith. That floater is captured by Zach, and we've got a face-off with 2:25 left.
Yeah, that was a nifty little rush to the net by Mizzelt. Very close on that one.
Edina wins the draw. Puck goes behind the net where Lundqvist picks it up. Reams it around to Olsen. Olsen, once again, 3 boys in blue collide, and Minnetonka is going to go for 2 or 90 seconds as 12 takes the legs out of our number 12.
All right, let's see what we can do here with a man advantage in the waning minutes here of period number 2. Minnetonka players enters the sin bin. I believe the call was tripping.
Gorski on the draw. He's got Bancroft on his right. Sigstad on his right. Bancroft on his left. Gorski over to Bancroft. Room at the point. Let's see if they can get it back. Good job over to Banks. Banks got a shooting lane. Good shot. Seeing eye shot at that 5-hole, shut down at the last minute by Corona. Good play by Sigstad to keel around the defender. Nice play. Gets a shot to the other defender. Blocked it. Mizzelt flips it into the far corner. Good lead play where Bancroft can be the first one to collect it. Support there by the second Minnetonka player. Bancroft brings it back to Banks. Banks loses his footing. That could be trouble if they get it out. They don't, and Banks is back on his skates. Minnetonka comes away with the puck, and they could have numbers here. There's a trailer, could make it a 3-on-2, but he goes for a change. Minnetonka goes wide. The puck goes off the shaft of the stick and through the crease. Bancroft, from his backside, puts it into neutral ice. But Minnetonka has it. They're going to have to stay onside with a line change. They do. Shot from far goes off the leg from Banks. Bank turns around and shoves his man into the boards, and Bancroft, or Banks, I think it's Banks.
Looks like
That's
Banks got
going to cost him 2 or 90 seconds.
a little bit aggressive on that turnaround. Banks will go for roughing.
That's his second. One more, and that's going to see him leave the game. All right. Lots of 2s on the board. 2-2 game, 22 seconds left in the Minnetonka penalty. Dernière minute de jeu dans la deuxième période. Last minute play here in the second as Ben Prague leads the rush down the left-hand side. Good job by 7, not giving up space, but a stop and start move by Ben Prague creates space. He wheels and he tried to go for the wraparound and hoping the goalie would go down, step back to lift it. Nice play, but ultimately the goalie was up to the challenge.
Yeah, he put a sick move on number 7 there with that little stutter step.
3, 2, and 1. Minnetonka's back at even strength now. We better watch out for the deep pass. Ben Prague's got an eye on it, but Edina has the puck down low. Kelly tries to squeak it through the short side. No dice. Minnetonka floats it, all the way down. Zach steers it to the side with Ben Prague collecting it first, but unable to clear it out. That puck rolls to the slot. Nice job there by Hughes. Shot from the point. Good job again by Hughes to steer it out of the way. 20 seconds left to go. Hughes cuts back, but off the body of a Minnetonka player. 15 seconds left. Comes back to the low circle. Shot quick. Oh, and Zach able somehow to keep that rebound out of the net. 3, 2, 1, and that should do it. As the boys go sprawling to the ground. And that'll do it for a feisty end of a second.
This is certainly setting up for an exciting finish with things knotted up at 2-2. Both teams having plenty of chances. Both teams committing the same numbers of turnovers. If we can just start looking for some consistent passing, especially in front of our own net. We've had opportunities where our skaters are coming in and taking their own shots. If we start moving that puck a little bit, I think we're going to have something.
I just spelled this word. That's not
Hey, if you want to buy a Christmas tree this year, Our Lady of Grace Church in Edina. Faux? We call it faux. Faux tree. Faux tree. We were set up the lockers bar. We started at 7 a.m. It was cold. I literally took a shower for 45 minutes. That's what I'm taking a bath. Yeah.
We've got 13 minutes on the actual clock here. So we are going to come up short unless there are 0 whistles in this third period.
I'm trying to think of the last time we had a game that we actually finished.
Oh, I think maybe they're going to run it. All right. We'll see what we do. Maybe we play just stop time with penalties. I don't know. Dorsey gets tied up on the draw. Minnetonka comes away with it. 25 seconds left to go here in the penalty for Edina. Minnetonka with a good puck-moving start to the beginning of the third. Dorsey gets run into. Number 27 has the puck, comes back. Shot from the point. Good job there by House to stop it and now get it up to Smith. 4, 3, 2, and Banks should be out of the box any moment now. Smith throws himself offside, no call, and Minnetonka gets it back into neutral ice, but Lundqvist holds his ground and the puck goes into the corner. Minnetonka goes behind the net. 37 chips it to himself off the body of Sprague. First time that worked. The second time he was less successful, and now House goes to collect it. Oh my goodness, he flips it up over everybody. Thankfully, it ends up out of the zone. That could have been a bit of a dangerous play. Boys get tied up on the sideboards. Nice toe drag there by 37, who floats it to the far post. Puck is still available. Rolls to the net. Zach smothers the puck as it rolls to the crease. Good job keeping an eye on that with Zach as he looked through the legs of some mighty giants to hold on to that one.
Yeah, that was a weird series there. We just kind of watched that play develop, and what we saw is the Edina team not going after the puck.
Edina wins the puck into the corner. Gorski gets the puck stripped off his stick as he came around the post. Prague stops, cuts back the other way, gets it over to Sandberg. Sandberg puts it out to neutral ice, but number 25, who is back checking nicely, picked it up. Good play there by Gorski to strip him of the puck and force a poor lead pass. He loses it, and now Prang is on it, and he's going to say, I'll take care of this. Shoots it right on the net, off the paddle of the goalie. Once again, good forechecking there by Sigstad, and he jostles with the defenseman. Gorski had it for a second, but loses it to the defenseman, and now the puck's in the corner. This comes back to Banks. Banks winds and fires. Good shot, tipped out through the legs of Stefan, but nobody able to bang it home. Now Minnetonka has numbers. Good job by Gorski to make this a 3-on-3. Shot low glove side. Zach steers it into the corner. And now Stefan sees the puck on his stick, and he tries to move it to the middle. Goes off a stick of a Minnetonka player, and Stefan happily shoots it on net as they go for a change. Minnetonka trying to pressure the play, and they do get a good lead pass up to 16. Cut down there by Olsen, and Bancroft goes to pick it up. Now Olsen's going to have the puck. He's on his own. He loses his footing. Good no call there, although 13 was nervous. Now Bancroft goes to chase it. Oh, he tries to chip it to Kelly, who was kind of in the middle. Nice play there by Bancroft to nullify that clearing attempt. He gets underneath his man in the corner. Good play. But now you've got two Edina players in the corner as Minnetonka comes back the other way. Puck comes back to Hughes, who paused, held it, but not long enough, and that's going to go for an offside. Chris, what do we got to do here? 10 minutes on the actual time clock.
I think we have all the ingredients right there. It's really about execution at this point. Both teams are battling for that last goal here. Let's see what happens.
Minnetonka comes away with the puck. Long shot, goes off one leg and onto the backhand of House. House cuts to the middle semi-dangerously, but he does so confidently. Skating with his head up, he cuts to the middle, cuts around, inside, he's got room. Oh, nice save there. Oh, and the Edina player gets mugged. I'm not sure if there's going to be a call on that. We do have a call to Minnetonka. That is probably a wise move, otherwise this game would have gotten mighty chippy. Minnetonka is going to go for 2 for roughing. Or 90 seconds, as it were.
Let's go, White!
Can we just reflect on House's very sick dangle?
That was unbelievable.
He went through the entire team.
True. I did not give that enough credit. He did turn. Oh, quick shot, rebound opportunity there, and ultimately not a great shot, but the puck was available. So we got focused on the great move by House on the initial break-in, who made about 3 or 4 nice moves, and then the last one turned the defenseman inside out. Minnetonka, power move on the face-off by number 14. He cuts the middle. He gets taken down by House. No call. Prang leads the rush the other way. He's got Dorsey in front. He's going to get bowled into the boards there. This game is about to get out of hand is what's going to happen here. Now Minnetonka comes back the other way. Smith, good back check. The puck is available, and Nick Sprague as the parents get into it here. Energy level is stepping up. Bodies go flying, and the puck goes rolling down into the Edina zone.
Yeah, the refs are letting them play on this one. There are not a lot of calls coming.
Ben Prague up to Dorsey. Dorsey sees it. It's past to Smith, nullified for a moment, but Smith is on it, and he is going to get introduced to the boards, I think. Nope. Kept in there by Smith. 35 seconds left to go in a rather lackluster power play. I think we should play shorthanded more than on the power play. Good job by Sprague to come back, but Minnetonka still has it. Shooting opportunity. Ooh. Almost caught Zach there on the short side, but he moved. Minnetonka brings it back to the point. Nobody home. Sigstad, who does love to put pressure, is going to be the first Edina player there. He's going to pressure the player. Forces a turnover to Banks. Skorsky, can he get there? Shot flips up in the air. Oh, it lands on top of the net. Not enough backspin to land in the crease. And now Minnetonka relieves the pressure by icing it with 8:16 left to go here in the third. Woo!
Off the top crossbar.
Well, both teams have now managed to land the puck on top of the netting. 8:16 left to go here in the third. Anders shoots. Goes just wide. Minnetonka happy to push it up the boards where Hughes finds it. He plays catch with number 11, and now 11 leads a 3-on-2. 11 cuts across the blue line, cuts the middle, low shot, nice left or right to left movement by Zach to keep it to the side. That puck rolls to the front. Zach knocks it away casually as Sigstad makes a great pass to Gorski. Good back check here by Minnetonka. Ultimately stripped the puck. Nice play. Sigstad loses it, but Hughes there to collect it. He floats it just wide. The puck is available. Oh, it rolls to the net and smothered there by Conrad. Or Corona, excuse me, the goalie for Minnetonka.
It's like a tinderbox in here. I just feel the energy, and these players, they just want to go after each other.
The intensity has definitely been cranked up here as we have 6 minutes left on the actual time. Bancroft on the draw, Kelly on his left, Olsen on his right. Olsen fake coming back to the point, and now it hops off a stick, and Bancroft's got it. 2 men down low. Oh, and Kelly can't get a handle on it. The puck is going to come back where Lundqvist could get there. He's got to go quick. Low shot tipped aside by the defender. Bancroft hard pass back to Lundqvist. Lundqvist shoots. That whistles wide. Now Minnetonka is going to try and lead a rush out. Good job by Kelly to get it over to Olsen. Olsen spins to the sideboard. Nice pass to House. House steps inside one man. And now a second. We're going to have numbers coming back the other way, though. Edina unable to keep it in. Good call by the ref as that just squirted out outside the line.
Seven minutes left. Both teams have had excellent chances here in the third period. Who's going to crack this one?
Dorsey on the draw. Puck rolls towards the Minnetonka line. The boys collide right in front of the Minnetonka bench, and I'm sure the boys on the bench have no issue giving them a few extra little chirps just to keep them energized. Good job by Prang to cut back the other way. Chips it to the middle. Let's see if Smith can get there. He does. 1-on-2. Low shot. That's all right. Face off deep in the zone. Good play there by Smith. 4 minutes left of actual... Why does it say 4? We should have 6. That doesn't make sense. Dorsey on the draw. Gets it to Smith. Smith has to be quick. Bank able to dump it into the far corner. Minnetonka puts it off the boards and out. That goes past Prang, and Banks is going to have to get there. Prang jostles with his man, and he's going to get a call. Good call there by the ref. But a little unnecessary taunting. Could find 14 in the box, too. He's got to keep his head up.
Well, this certainly makes things interesting here. Towards the waning moments, there's about 3 minutes left on the game clock and 6 minutes on the scoreboard. So I don't think we're going to get this full one in. And this, we might be down for the rest of the game.
Face off to Zach's right. Comes to the side. Minnetonka brings it back to the point. We've got 2 players over there. That means someone's going to be open. There is the open man from the shot. Upstairs. Good body save there by Zach to keep it out. Minnetonka has got room at the point. They choose not to use it. Anders bumps his man. Now he goes at him again, and we've got a whistle. I think the net had come off. Zach trying to explain to the Minnetonka players, probably specifically the former Edina player on the Minnetonka team, what's going on. All right, face off in the Edina zone. Minnetonka gets pressure. They trip the defender. Turns it effectively into a 5-on-3 for a moment. Minnetonka shoots from far. Bouncing puck. That goes wide. Sigstad gets it to the blue line. Oh, chipped by Gorski, but unable to get it out. Minnetonka goes cross ice. Shot from the circle available. Pauses, waits. Chris is with the player, and now Gorski steals it.
Big turnover.
He chips it by the Minnetonka player, but unable to go any deeper. Good job by Sigstad to hold it to the wall. Boys tie each other up. 35 seconds left to go in the penalty. This is going to end badly if they keep letting things go. Minnetonka comes away with the puck, but we're missing a stick. House steps around his man, flips it up the middle. Now we got a turnover in the slot. Shot kick save there by Zach. Quick shot opportunity by Minnetonka, nullified. That goes off a stick. How is that icing? It hit over the Minnetonka player, but they call it anyway with David, is there not 3 minutes left? Aren't we on till 45? All right. Well, we've got about a minute and a half left of actual time. Puck comes to the near side where Minnetonka collects it. They roll it to the slot. Nobody home. It comes to the blue line. It just kept in. Oh, not kept in! Minnetonka is going to rush to have this face-off. 2 seconds left. Prang is out of the box in 2 seconds. Edina manages a late change, I think. Back to even strength here. Prang is on the ice as Minnetonka enters the zone. Shot goes to the far corner. That puck goes the other way. Let's see if Sandberg can get there before the defender. He cannot. Minnetonka keeps it in. Now we're inside a minute. Dernière minute de jeu dans la match. Last minute of play here in the game. Fanned on there by Minnetonka. Comes back to Prang. Let's see if he can lead one last rush. He squirts by 2 players, sees the puck on a stick. He's got Bancroft going to the net. They roll it across off the side of the net. This puck comes off the side. Now, good pass down low by House to Bancroft. We've got 35 seconds left to go. Minnetonka tries to get up the sideboard. Great play there by Honors. Bancroft cuts to the middle. He gets stripped out. Don't call it. It's going to end the game. And that's going to do it for the game. Drop the puck. All right, I think it's going to do it, guys. 15 seconds. That's too bad. We got 8 seconds. Well, they haven't blown the game, so I don't understand what's going on. There's too many clocks in this building. I think that means we're all done. But I don't understand why we're done when there's a minute left of actual game clock. So, well, 2-2 tie here. Probably not the way these boys wanted this game to end, but they gave it a good shot today, good game. I think they probably could have taken a little more control, but nothing to be ashamed of.
Yeah, I thought we had this game in hand, early on, but give Tonka credit. They battled back, and we battled, and that's where it ends, 2-2 tie.
Next game tomorrow is 11:30 against the division-leading Shakopee team. We'll be down at the Dakota Ice. No, where is in Shakopee?
I think it's in Shakopee.
It's actually, you know what? Believe it or not, it's in Shakopee. That's what happens when you have a non-Minnesotan doing the play-by-play. Enjoy your Saturday nights, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, gentlemen.
Nice job, fellas.
One in the books.